What is up, guys? It's your boy here, back with another video. And as you guys can see, my 335 is literally apart. That is actually the front end part is another video, is for another video, which is hella exciting, super cool. But before we get into that, all right, before we get into that, the mod that I am talking about for this video is gonna help you with alignment if your G35 or 350Z is lowered. That you guys are watching this video, you guys know what it's sort of like. Once you lower your G35 or 350Z, the rear wheel sits really weird. So first of all, you will gain a lot of camber on your rear wheels, right? Like it'll be like that. No shit. That is not the worst part, and the worst part is you also have a lot of toe in as well, and that just chew through your tire like nothing. I think you guys can relate what I'm saying. You can have a brand new tire within the first half a year. If you daily drive your car, that tire, the inner edge is all worn, like it's all gone, and while the outside is still like mint tread, brand new tread, the inside is all worn down to the wire, and it's just not good, okay? And you can never get the car aligned properly. In this video, I am going to put a rear camber arm on my G35, or V35 Skyline, I should say, because being a right-hand drive and all that stuff. That would allow me to correct basically my camber, and actually a little bit of toe as well, but very minimal, and that sort of plays with camber as well. But there is a separate toe arm you can get. But the problem that I'm facing, at least in New Zealand, if you guys in the States, you probably don't have that issue, but in New Zealand, if you modify your car and if you have your car on the coilover, you have to get it certified. And being 350Z and G35, this specific model, you are not allowed to have the rear coilovering in one unit, as meaning the spring and the shock in one unit, just like the front. It's not allowed, it's not legal. For some reason they won't certify that, because they think it's not structurally safe on the rear top hat where the shock bolts onto. You have to keep it just like the OEM separate style. The spring bucket, you have to keep that as well, and that makes it really hard to adjust your toe. But there is a solution to that, which I will bring in the future video. But for today's video, camber is a huge enemy on the tire and just on the overall how the car sort of drives. So I am putting on a pair of Megan Racing camber arms, and I'm going to show you guys how I installed it. It's pretty easy to install and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited, and yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. As you guys can see, it is pretty easy to remove. So basically a 17mm right there and a 17mm right here. And then what I did, because that bolt is going to come out and then the sway bar is in the way, so what I did is just loosen these two nuts, and the sway bar will drop a little bit on this side as well, those two right there, and you'll be able to get the bolt out. And that is on this side, and it is the same on this side. So just 117 right here, 117 right there, and then this arm will come out, and the wheel will like wiggle sort of back and forward, because obviously you don't have any camber arm, so you sort of just have your foot on the wheel and just wiggle it, and then there'll be no pressure on the bolt, and you can slide it out really easy. And with a bit of YouTube magic, this will be just like, and just like that, arm is out. So yeah, these are the camber arms I'm putting on. Right now I'm just making them literally the factory length, and the minute like after I put them on the car, when I go for alignment, I'm going to then adjust them. But for now I'm just leaving them same length, exactly same length as the factory one. Now they do appear to be a little bit heavier than the factory one, which is understandable, being adjustable and more, just literally more material. But you know, if you do go like really high-end brand, then it's actually a weight saving. Although this is more of a budget friendly, you know, Megan racing, some of the more on the cheaper side when it comes to rear camber arm on the market. But you know, regardless, they'll still do the job. You can see here's the bushing, pretty standard. You just literally undo these two nuts to spin, to adjust. And I think you need to leave like a centimeter or 1/2 at least of thread inside of these, the center of the arm, to be, you know, more of a safety thing. But so it is pretty simple. It literally goes like that, if you know what I mean. Just gonna finish this side and I'll show you guys what it looks like. It is installed. The torque spec for this bolt is 94 Newton meters, and the one for the camber bolt, it is 85 Newton meters. And that's how, basically this is how it's looking at the moment. You can see the bushing is sort of like a little bit to the side, which I would like to adjust that so it's sitting right in the middle, like not cricket to the side sort of thing. I mean, for now I'm going to put this side on as well. When you put the camber bolt back in there, which this is the camber bolt, so this side goes in first like that, because you can see there's actually like degrees of cambers on the bolt, and there's actually a little marking. I don't know if it's, you can see or not, but there is actually a line right here, so that shows how many degrees of camber you have. And yeah, that's how it's looking. Both of them are adjusted, everything is torqued down. Make sure you torque down these two bolts to 40 Newton meters. I think it's 28 to 40, but I did 40. So looking pretty sick from back here. You can see the little blue arm. All I'm going to do now is just to lower the car and see how it looks, how the wheel sort of sits. And yeah, that's how the sort of wheel is sitting. I still have I think I have a lot of toe in, since it was like basically the same length as before. The wheel was sort of sitting like how it was sitting like before, as you guys can see.